All right, so first let's start off by graphing the two piecewise functions. Usually we can use a graphing calculator or some online graphing tool. So I'm going to go to desmos.com, desmos.com. So I click desmos.com and then it takes me there. I have to click on graphing calculator and then it takes me to the graphing calculator. So let's type in the first one. The first one was f of x equals 1 half x squared, but f of x really means y. So I can just type in y equals, and then I want to type in 1 half x to the second power. So 1 slash 2. So when I type 1 slash 2, it makes the fraction for me. And you see the cursor is there in the denominator, but I want to get that out of there. So I move my arrow key over to the right, or I can just move the cursor over with my pointer, and then I have to type in x squared. So I type in x, but how do I get the x to the second power? Well, I use that little caret symbol, that little arrow pointing up. That's above the 6 on your keyboard. So shift caret, and you see it's going to make an exponent for me, and I type that as a 2. And that makes a parabola, right? Anything raised to the second power, the graph of it will be a parabola, a whole parabola. However, on a piecewise function, we have restrictions. So if you look on the problem was y equals 1 half x squared if x is less than 3. If x is less than 3. Now what that means is, that means only draw the part of the graph where x is less than 3. So if you see my pointer, I'm looking at 3. 3 is between 2 and 4. So I go up to the graph, and I need to erase everything to the right, everything in red that's to the right of 3, which is all of this right here, all of that. Everything to the left stays because it said if x is less than 3. Now I'm going to get Desmos to do that, so I click back in the box and make a little space. I'm going to just type x is less than 3 inside of some braces. So you got to find the little brace. You can't use parentheses or brackets. This is just Desmos once. They just want you to type it in the brace. So brace x and then less than symbol 3, and then you close the brace, right? And you see how it disappeared, that portion disappeared. Why? Because see 3, you go up, your restriction was only for x less than 3 for that function. So you only can draw or keep x is everything that is less than 3. We had to erase all the stuff that was greater than 3 because the restriction said 1 half x squared, but only draw it where x is less than 3. And see 3 is right here, and where it's 2, 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, all of those x values are less than 3, so we can draw the graph along all of those x values, but not greater than 3. So now we want to go to the other one. There was another one. The other one was f of x equals 3x minus 3. So we don't write f of x, we can just type in y. Y equals 3x minus 3. And you see how it goes up and down. It's going up and down forever. The parabola actually was going up forever on both ends. It is still on this left end going up forever, but not at this right anymore because we cut it. But this blue line, 3x minus 3, is going up and down forever. But that also had a restriction, right? If you look at the problem said if x is greater than or equal to 3. So that means only draw where x is greater than or equal to 3. So if we go back to 3 again, 3 is right here between 2 and 4. Then you go up to the graph. We only can draw stuff to the right of 3. To the right of 3 is just this small portion going up like this. So I have to erase everything below it. So I'm going to let Desmos do it. So space, brace, x is greater than, so the greater than symbol, and then I type the equal symbol. Right? There's no greater than equal to symbol on the keyboard, so I type the greater than symbol, and then I type the equal symbol, and Desmos knows to combine it. And then I type a 3, and then the brace again. And you see now how that whole part of the line disappeared? Why? Because that all of that in the blue that was there, that was stuff that is less than 3. But the problem only said for x being greater than or equal to 3. So 3 is right up here. So greater than 3 is 4, 5, 6, and that's where it can keep going up and up and up and up at a diagonal and still be with these X values. So that's how we graph using either a graphing calculator or a site like Desmos.com. This is how we graph a piecewise function.